What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to the vlog channel. It has been a hot diggity minute, but I'm back. I kind of have some explaining to do. If you hear some snorting in the background, it is most definitely Holden. He is chewing on something. You wanna come say hi? Hi, my little baby. Look at the camera. Holden is getting so big. Look at how big he is. I can't even hold him. He is so crazy. Anyways, as by the title, I'm pretty sure you have come to the realization that I am moving. I've been talking about it a little bit on my main channel as well, just here and there in different intros and things like that, but yeah, I am moving. I've been getting so many questions as to like why it is that I'm moving, and like people are just wondering like, hey, didn't you just move like a couple months ago? Yeah, I did, but I'm moving again. So basically, to just kind of break it down for you all, I am moving on my own this time. I am moving to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhome for just me and Holden. I know that might seem so excessive for just one person, but you forget that I am also a business, basically. Like, I have to have a filming room, I have to have an office, and obviously I have to have a slime room because I do own my own slime business. Holden is playing with his toys over there. Sorry about that noise in the background, but yeah, I mean, you might think it's super excessive and like unnecessary, but it actually is very necessary. Right now, the way that I'm set up is I'm actually living with my grandparents. That is who I moved with recently. So we moved into a new house, which is their house. So they're staying here. They're not moving, obviously, but yeah, I have 2 bedrooms in this house, one for the slime room and then one obviously for my bedroom. However, I do need a filming room now because I do have staff, which is my family, of course, but I need a place to film whenever my staff is making slime or like sealing slime, different things like that, or packaging, because that could be very noisy and it can't happen in the same room. So I have to have a separate room just for that. Also, owning your own business is like very hard if you're operating like in your house, because a lot of things will accumulate, like products and like shipping things and just things like that. So obviously it's taking up space and I need to get a bigger space. So that is the point of me moving. I definitely would have loved to stay here if I could, but honestly I'm just getting, like, my business is growing and it's just getting too big for the current situation that we're in. Although I'm actually really excited because one of my goals for this year was to actually move out on my own before I turn 25, and I'm actually moving on August the 1st and I turn 25 on August the 5th. So if that is not weird, I don't know what is. I'll wait, Holden. Anyways, yeah, that was one of my goals for this year, actually, and it wasn't a goal that I actually spoke to existence. I actually didn't even tell anybody. It was just like a personal goal of mine. I started like really saving money because I used to spend money like crazy. I really started saving money and I was just like, I'm doing this, I'm gonna do it. You know, if not by the time I turn 25, then sometime in August I'm gonna be moving out. So I knew for sure that I wanted it to be sometime in August. I didn't actually start looking for a place until probably 2 or 3 months ago. I wasn't sure what avenue I really wanted to explore, I guess. I was trying to see, because I can't buy my own house at the moment because I don't have tax returns. Basically, when you're a YouTuber, you have to have tax returns because you're basically self-employed. I feel like nobody really talks about this, but it's something that if you're like aspiring to be a YouTuber, then you probably will want to know, especially if you're younger or if you are like getting ready to graduate, things like that, maybe next year, who knows. Yeah, if you are a YouTuber, and even if you're signed with the network, like you're not employed by your network, you're not employed by Google or YouTube, you are basically self-employed. So being self-employed, it's a lot harder to get things that you need like in the adult world, because basically you, like, people can't verify your employment, I guess. Like, of course they could go on YouTube and search up your videos, but that is not like a good enough, like, I don't know how to say this. It's not good enough, I guess. They need to see tax returns. They need to see like your credit score and things like that, which is totally normal. But it's just a little bit harder, and people look at you a little funny whenever you're a YouTuber just because you are self-employed. And it's not like a normal self-employed status. It's just something a little bit different. So I started looking at houses for rent because I couldn't purchase my own home. So I was like, okay, well, I might as well just rent my own home. I definitely need something for that's big enough for Holden and I, because Holden likes to run around and things like that. He's very active. So I was just exploring my avenues, and somehow I ended up renting a townhome. It's kind of like an apartment, if y'all don't know. A townhome is basically like a house in an apartment setting, basically. So just think of an apartment, you know how apartments are like kind of small, and I guess like, I don't know, there's like multiple ones in like a cluster, like in a unit. That's basically like this is. However, it's like houses, so like the houses are like together in a unit. I hope that's explaining it well enough. I don't really know how to explain a townhome situation other than that. Like, it's basically like I'm moving into an apartment, but it's a house. I don't know. So actually, before I secured the townhome that I'm going to be staying at, I actually looked at another apartment complex because I wasn't sure. I wanted to just like keep an open mind and kind of like go into it, because at first, like, if you would have asked me like, who knows, like a year ago, and you would have asked like, hey, do you want to live in a house or an apartment, I would have like completely ruled out the apartment, because I don't know, that's just how it was. I've already lived in an apartment before when I lived in California a couple of years ago, and I really didn't like it. So if you would have asked me, I would probably have said no, most likely. But now I feel like I've kind of seen a couple of them, and a lot of them are really nice, and it's not what they used to be a couple years ago. And the one that I'm staying at in particular is a newer like residential area, so it's kind of calm and quiet. It's not too crazy. There's nothing much around there, which is personally something that I like. I like feeling like I'm in a big city, but not really a big city. Like, I definitely could not survive in New York. I don't think I'd be able to live there, but I definitely need to hear cars going by, if that makes sense. Like, I can't be totally in the country and like with nothing around, but I need to have like some type of city element. So that's basically what I wanted to just like share with y'all today. I mean, there's really no tea to spill or anything like that. I just have been getting asked a lot, like, hey, didn't you just move? Even from some of my friends, like in the slime community, and just from my other friends, have asked like, hey, you just moved, like, why are you moving again? Is there anything wrong? Like, is there a problem? There is no problem. I'm just, you know, I'm expanding both as a person and as a business, and I need to, you know, I need room to fly and stuff. So yeah, I'm actually really excited. We move in just a couple of days. Right now it is the 28th of July. I don't know if you can see that. 28th of July. So we have a couple of days. It is Saturday. We move on Wednesday. I'm really excited. I'm gonna have my own office / filming area. I'm gonna have a slime room. I have a slime room now, but it's gonna be a little bit bigger, so I'm excited about that. I don't know, I'm just really excited because it's gonna be a place of my own. I'm gonna get to decorate it how I want to, and I'm still gonna see my family a lot because, like I said, I do employ my family for the slime shop. They are working with me, and yeah, so they'll be there almost every single day, which I'm really excited for, because that was one of the things, like when I moved out the first time, I hated being so far away from my family and not seeing them every day. That was like awful for me. But you know, you live and you learn. You never know until you try, and I would definitely not have known that if I didn't try it out. So I am grateful for the experience. I do wish it was a little bit better because I feel like it kind of traumatized me a little bit. But you know, you gotta live, you gotta learn. I feel like 100% now I am not, I wouldn't say that I'm like ready, but I am going to be as ready as I will ever be. I would definitely say, like, if you are thinking about moving out, if you're like a teenager, like 17, 18 or whatever, like whenever you become like an adult, quote unquote, and you feel like you want to move out, I would definitely say think about it long and hard, weigh out the pros and the cons, because there are a lot of them on both sides, and you know, just do you, boo. Like, if you feel like you really want to do it, you're never gonna know until you try, and hopefully you can always go back to your family after if it doesn't work out, like I did. So you know what I mean? You definitely have to figure it out. But I would say if you don't really like plan on moving anytime soon, don't. Like, stay with your family as long as possible. Coming from personal experience, if I didn't have to move, I wouldn't. I would probably stay here another like couple of years if I could, and like save money. so that I can like just buy my dream home cash, you know what I mean? Like that would be the goal, but you know, things happen. I am expanding. I need to expand with my business. So, you know, that is just what the tea is. I feel like I'm going back and forth, like I don't even know what I'm saying. When I got to the area that I'm going to be staying at now, we toured like a model home of the townhome that I'm supposed to be staying at. The model home was actually a 2-story, and that is not something that I was wanting. Well, at the time I did want a 2-story, to be honest. I wanted a 2-story with a balcony. However, I didn't think about what that would entail. That would entail me going upstairs every single time, and I have to carry gallons of glue, like huge gallons of glue, and also I have a big cart that I carry all the slimes on, so obviously that would not be able to go up and downstairs very easily. So I was like, probably shouldn't do that. And then also when I took Holden on vacation with me, which is the last vlog, to the beach, our little town home that we were spending the night in actually had stairs, and Holden almost hurt himself really bad because of the stairs. So I am just grateful that we are not getting a 2-story after all. It is going to be a flat 1-story, and Holden is going to be safe, thankfully. I'm really hoping that my townhome is going to be like as similar as possible to the model that we viewed, because I really loved the way that it was set up. It just looks so beautiful, and that is how I've been like buying everything. Like I've just been purchasing things to kind of fit that, what the model was, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna be a little disappointed if it's not exact, well, not, I know it's not gonna be exactly the same way as the model, but I hope that it's a little bit like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, just a couple more days to find out. I actually did go the other day to see if it was ready, to see if I could just do like the final walkthrough and get that over with. However, it is not ready yet. They're still trying to fix some things. They said that they were updating some of the appliances as well, so I'm getting brand new everything. Refrigerator, stove, microwave, all that stuff is going to be brand spanking new, so I'm excited for that. But when I did go, they did say that I can look at the outside. I just can't like peek in the windows or anything like that, because I would freak out the crew or something. So I did look at the outside. The outside, it looks freaking huge. It's basically like, you know, like a whole like apartment unit, like I don't know, like, you know how like it's numbered like maybe 1 through 24 or something like that. So let's say I'm unit 12. It looks like my townhome is literally like half of the size of the unit. That is so crazy to me because it looks huge. I have a huge balcony area, like patio or whatever it's called, and I also have like a really nice view of a lake, which I am so thankful for, because it just looks so beautiful. There's like a walking trail there. So yeah, and I'm really close to, like, not really close, but I'm actually like on grass. So I have grass for Holden so he can like relieve himself and things like that. We have like a pretty nice spacious yard for him. The only thing that I did notice is that there are no gates or rails like for our yard, so that's kind of weird, and I kind of don't like that for Holden. But I mean, we're just both gonna have to get used to it. Him being on a leash, he doesn't go on the leash right now because we're in a house, and so there's a yard with a gate, so he can't go anywhere if the gate is closed, you know what I mean? But we're not gonna have that luxury now. But it's gonna be okay. He actually likes going for walks and going on a leash and stuff, so we're just gonna have to adapt to it, me and him together. I really am excited, and I know Holden's gonna be excited too. It's gonna take him a while to warm up because he normally doesn't like to go any other places besides home, and this is like really the only home that he's ever known. Our other home before, when we first got him, he was only there for a week or two, so he doesn't really know any other home. I know it's gonna take him a while, but he can do it. I'm gonna help him every step of the way. I got my boy. But yeah, I'm really excited. I just wanted to update you all because I know that you all were just like wondering. I want to say I moved like 4 or 5 months ago, so you know, normally people don't move that often. Do you see Holden over there trying to escape? Oh my god, sir, can you stop? What is wrong with you? Anyways, yeah, I just moved like 4 or 5 months ago, so I know people are just like, what the heck's going on, bro? Like, you just moved, why you moving again? Are you running from the law? I am not. So yeah, make sure that you stay tuned for the moving vlogs and things like that. I'm gonna do an empty house tour and a furnished house tour, things like that. You're definitely gonna get a slime room tour from me and Holden here, so I'm just really excited. Do you have anything you wanna say? You wanna say anything to the camera? You good? Okay. So yeah, make sure that you are subscribed so that you can see all the new videos that are going to be here on the vlog channel. I am super excited for them, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I love you very freaking much, and I will see you all next time. Bye!